one thing about the world today. Everybody is afraid to fail. And people don't truly know how much of a blessing failing really is. Failure was a blessing to me. And now I'm going to tell you how it can be a blessing to you as well. So without further ado, y'all like, comment, subscribe, and let's hop right into the video. Alright, so when I was younger, I used to fail a lot in school. Like, I used to fail on my tests, my quizzes, damn near most of my schoolwork. And it was times where I really tried. Like, I was one of those kids that, like, I didn't learn how everybody else learned. All right? I was more of a imaginary learner, you know? Like, you can't just give me directions. I have to actually see, like, give me, show me an example or, like, give me a picture or something or show me, like, a video. So I was different from a lot of kids, and I used to try a lot to pass my tests, my quizzes, and it never worked out. And I always told myself, like, you're not good enough. You're stupid. Like, these are things I used to say to myself because of how many times I failed. Now, what school didn't teach me, and they probably still don't teach nowadays, I don't know, I graduated, but it didn't teach me that failure, all failure is a lesson. Whenever you fail, there's a lesson to be learned. Failure tells you what you can do differently next time so that it's a higher chance of you succeeding. School didn't teach me that. I learned this when I got to my senior year of high school. And as embarrassing as it is, it took me to experience a lot of failing to finally figure this out. That's the only reason why I graduated. I wasn't supposed to graduate in 2023. I stayed back in 11th grade, and when I moved to Charlotte, my counselor gave me an ultimatum. So she gave me like more classes than I should have had, and she said, if you can pass these classes, you can graduate. And she was telling me, at first I'm like, damn, like, this is too much. It's too much for me. I don't know if I can do all of this. And when you start to doubt yourself, that's when you lose. So she told me, she was like, listen, you want to graduate, right? These are the necessary steps for you to graduate. You're not perfect. You're not going to be perfect. You're going to make mistakes along the way. You're going to fail along the way. But you know what you do? You get back up and you try again. Because all failure is a lesson. It's telling you, okay, this route, yeah, it's a lot of traffic in this route. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to take a detour. You're going to have to find another way to get to your destination. You know what I'm saying? You took the wrong turn. And when she told me that, that's when I really understood. I was still failing. I got low scores on my SATs, low scores on a lot of quiz and tests, but I continued to study. I figured out a way for me to learn certain ways. Like I said, I'm different from others. I don't just learn like how most people learn. Some people have a gift of just hearing directions and just knowing how to fucking, go off or just listening. But it takes a little bit more for me. But I did it. I graduated 2023. And I was so proud of myself. That was when I learned that, man, failure is my best friend. I'm glad I failed many times. Because if I didn't fail, I would have stayed where I was. Shit. Fucking mosquitoes. I would have stayed where I was. I would never have been able to graduate in 2023. So it was a blessing. You see, when you're scared to fail, you tend to procrastinate. You tend to stay in one spot. Most of y'all already have the plan. Most of y'all already have the blueprint to becoming great. You already have your goals written down. The only thing that's stopping you is failure. You're scared to fail. And I'm telling you, man, go ahead and do that shit. Do it, bro. It doesn't matter if you fail or if you fall short. You know what you can say? Is that you tried. And most people are like you right now. They're scared to try. So when you try and you fail, that should be your motivation. Like, man, even though I failed, I did what most people don't do, and I executed. I took action. And now that I failed, now that I know that this plan, I got to try different things to achieving whatever you're trying to achieve. I can take the necessary steps to be successful. So fail, bro. Fail many times. Fail. Like, this shit may sound so weird, and it sounds weird because you don't hear this. People don't tell you to fucking fail. All people tell you is, just try, and if you don't make it, then try something else. No. If it's something you really want to do, and you fail, keep doing that shit, bro. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep doing it until you find the right, direction for you. The right decision for you. Because everyone has their own path. Everyone makes their own choices. How someone becomes successful may not be the right way for you to become successful. What works for them might not work for you. You have to figure out what works for you. And the only way you're going to figure that out is if you try. And when you fail, all that means is it didn't work for you. You got to find something different. Come on a different plan. Anything worth having don't come easy. You got to work for this shit. Another thing that motivated me to keep failing, to keep trying, was my circle. You see, my circle is really small, but I surrounded myself with people that were kind of on the same level as me. And when I mean by the same level as me, I mean wanting something more in life. All the people that I'm surrounded by want something more in life. They want to be great. They want to live up to their full potential. So when I see them failing, see them getting knocked down, it don't take for somebody else to come pick them up. Most of my friends, they get up on themselves and they continue. So when I see, like, damn, he failed, my brother failed, but he's still trying at it, it motivated me to keep doing what, I know I should be doing. You got to surround yourself with the right people, man. You got to surround yourself with people that'll support you, that'll help you up when you fall. And you have to be able to do the same for them. When you see other people fail and they get back up and they still try, you're probably like, why the fuck is he still trying? Like, why do he keep trying? And it's because they know that all they taught was just a lesson. Just remember, you're not failing because you're weak or not good enough. You're failing because you're great and you're striving to reach your full potential. So don't let nobody tell you different. There's always going to be haters, people who try to draw you away from your purpose, people who tell you, oh, man, you failed, man, it's time to do something else. There's always going to be people like that. You got to void those people out, you know what I'm saying? Like, ignore them, ignore the shit they say. It's always going to be people like that. That's you being tested to see how much you want this shit. Surround yourself with people who encourage you to keep on going, to continue. People who's going to pick you up when you fall. That's all I got for y'all today, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Peace.